Hey, what's happening, peeps? We back again with another one. Appreciate y'all tuning in for today's episode. I'm gonna keep delivering this content. So before we get too deep in this episode, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Appreciate the feedback. Keep it coming. Let me know what you want to hear more of, and I'll keep that content coming as well. So today I just want to talk about, new year, new us, right? So I got some tips really just to help you set your year off, to put you in the position to get on the right track. So I got 5 tips or things I want you to do, really to give yourself an opportunity to make this year your best year ever. And then I got a bonus one on it as well. But I got 5 core ones here, and I want to go through each one and break each one down a little bit further for you here as well. So number 1 on the list here is setting big goals, right? I think it's important to realize that you want to set big goals. A lot of times people will say, well, make them realistic, or don't set yourself up for failure. I'm telling you, if you set a small goal for you to try to accomplish, you're going to find more failure in how easy it was to accomplish it. So, they always talk about your goals need to scare you. And that's the type of energy we bring in this year. So we really want to set some really big goals for ourselves, right? Of things that we want to accomplish this year. And be intentional about it. I mean, really make sure that you're thinking about this. Don't give yourself, 50 goals to try to accomplish. Give yourself a solid 2, 3, right? And I know typically we're talking about careers and things we want to accomplish in our career, but this translates into your career, but also in your personal life there as well. But when you're thinking about from a jobs perspective, look at where you are, and then really figure out what the next 2 to 3 big goals are that you're looking to accomplish, and set that as your target for this coming year. Like I said, you can do it in your personal life as well. It translates over. So we're going to set big goals this year. We're not setting anything small. We're raising the bar this year as well. And by you setting big goals, you're going to have to grow and develop to be able to be the version of yourself that can accomplish this or achieve these goals, right? So it's really good. Evolution is important. Continue to evolve, continue to grow, to continue to develop yourself. So set big goals. Number 2 is we're going to create a plan, right? So we're going to build on that first one. So we're going to set big goals, but then we're going to create a plan. And so what I would tell you is to think about your career, think about it in reverse. Think about what the end goal looks like. What do you want to say you've done at the end of the year? What do you want to say you've accomplished? And then work in reverse, right? And think about what all you need to do over the course of the next 12 months to be able to make that a realization, as a successful goal that you were able to achieve there as well. Create a plan, right? You can't have big goals and not have a plan on how to get to them. That's just you dreaming. And that's not what we're here to do. We're here to get better and improve every day. So, create a plan. There is, if you need help, there's a website, I believe it's called Year Compass. It gives you kind of a guideline that you can use for your personal life, but I think you could easily use it all encompassing, because it has a portion here you talk about your career there as well. I do it. I think it's really good for you to do. But we're going to create a plan, right? We're going to set big goals. We're going to create a plan on how we're going to get it, how we're going to achieve these goals there as well. So now we've set the big goals. We have the plan in place. What's the next thing we need to do? We got to execute. You could have the best laid plan. Everything looks flawless. There's no margin for error. But if you don't take any action, then it's for nothing, right? So it is important for you to be intentional and take action to better yourself in your career and personally as well. But we want to make sure that we have taken action to move towards that actual goal, move the needle, right? And that's something that you need to be consistent and diligent about. And even at times when you don't want to do it, you need to be able to be resilient, because Adversity hits us, right? Life happens, good or bad. And so when you're thinking about where you're trying to head in your career, we got to execute. So if you're looking to get that promotion and you've got this plan on the pathway to make you that particular candidate qualified to be able to get that promotion, that we got to execute on that plan there as well, right? And so, and I would even tell you necessarily when you're thinking about the goals, right? Just to go back to that, thinking about what type of person you need to be able to achieve that goal. So think about that as well, and think about that as part of your plan. So setting big goals, create a plan, execute, right? So we got three of them. We're three of them. We're almost done, right? So what's the next one? Focus on progress, right? Here's what I mean. A lot of times we set these big goals and we're so focused on we got to do it all in one day. And that's not the case. You need to focus on small progress, right? And it may not go exactly to the T that you want it to be. So it's focusing on progress, not perfection, right? If I have a goal that I want to be able to run a 5-minute mile, right, by end of the year. So, right now I run an 8-minute mile. I'm saying, hey, I need to be able to do these times every single month to be able to be on track to be able to achieve that, right? Success growth isn't linear. It doesn't move in a perfect straight line. So I may have started at 8 minutes and the next month I plan to be down to 7 minutes and 45 seconds, but I'm only at 7 minutes and 48 seconds, right? So you need to focus on the progress because the progress is really what you're looking to do, right? And so let's say I got to the end of the year and I only ran a 5-minute, 5-second mile. So I came up short from my goal, right? Think about all the work that you had to do to be able to develop yourself to be able to get close to that goal, right? So you've essentially raised your baseline. So now I'm a more efficient person. I run better, I breathe better, et cetera, et cetera. So think about that in terms of your goals, right? Focus on progress, not perfection, right? It's not going to happen exactly how you want it to happen. And if you're fortunate enough that something happens perfectly, hey, God bless you. But just remember that focus on progress, not perfection. So just recapping, set big goals. We create a planner. We're going to execute. Focus on progress. What's the last one? Avoid distractions, right? They are all around us, right? I'm not telling you to be, locked in a cave and just sit there and stare and not be, social in that aspect of it. But when we're setting these big goals, we're going to achieve these goals. We're going to achieve these goals, right? You hear me? We're going to achieve these goals. Make that a declaration. And so if we're going to achieve these goals, we have to be efficient and productive consistently, right? And what does that mean? We can't be bogged down with stuff that isn't moving us towards our actual progression of our actual goal. So you need to be aware of people that bother you or people that are bringing you down in your workforce, in your personal life. It all goes hand in hand. Habits that you have that are bad. If you're eating bad, you need to try to eat better. It's going to help you be more productive in life. Get healthy, right? Avoiding time on social media, getting caught up in the YouTube verse where you get to scrolling or the IG, scrolling, or YouTube. You just wanted to look at a quick video on, this game is highlight. Now you're looking at, lions out in the wild attacking each other as well. So think about that, right? We got to make sure that we are avoiding distractions, right? Because they are nothing but deterrents and things that will slow you down towards your progress, right? And so when you're thinking about these goals that you're trying to achieve, thinking about things that you need to do and things that you need to avoid. And a lot of times that's people, places, and things, right? So it's not that you're trying to be, saying I'm better than you or, I'm above you, but essentially is what you're saying is, hey, I got things I'm trying to accomplish. And if you're not with me trying to accomplish these goals, I'm sorry, I got to move on, right? And so when I avoid distractions, the opposite of that is going to be able to put yourself in environments that help you produce better, right? So, I said avoid distractions, but think about what the opposite of that would mean. being around people that are actually promoting you to develop and further yourself in your career there as well. So it's really, I know I put avoid distractions, but also think of in the aspect of putting yourself in situations that will help you develop or grow towards your actual goal there as well. And like I said, I'm talking about this from a career perspective, but honestly, this really translates over to personal life as well. All these things really line up and they go hand in hand more or less. So set big goals, create a plan, execute, focus on progress, not perfection, avoid distractions. And I gotta say, I was gonna have a bonus one, and my bonus one is, hey, just enjoy the process of evolving. Right? We get so caught up in the actual end result of what we're gonna feel like when we accomplish that. Focus on progress, not perfection, and enjoy that process of getting better. Right? You went, like I said, to go back to that mile analogy. If I go from an 8-minute mile and I'm working, doing everything to develop, be a more efficient runner, and I get to the point where I'm running a 6 to 30 mile, so 6 minutes and 30 seconds, right? There's progress in that. I'm not towards the actual goal, right? But I'm moving in the direction. So you should feel that you're getting momentum. So just enjoy the actual process of getting better. And I think that gets lost. We get so focused on the end result. We just don't fall in love with just developing and getting better every day there as well. So, yeah. So I dropped those 5 on you guys. I hope you guys, your year is off to a good start. And let me know in the comments if there's some more goals or things that you feel like, not goals, things that you feel like would help out coming into the new year. Leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you want to hear more of. And as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in today's episode. Hope you found this valuable there. Hope you found some content that you could take and incorporate in your everyday life and careers there as well. And as always, if I'm lit and you lit, then we lit. So stay lit. I'm out.